as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue. Six. Mega.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Miami defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Second down, back to Sanders. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's across midfield. Inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To his throw, caught by his receiver Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more important confidence on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
22 middle. Red, yellow. Cut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Okay, ready?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young. Flush to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. His first touchdown here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
2 and now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run by H.A. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times to
pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tua on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A give up the middle to H.A. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Get to the line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He dumps it off to H.A. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And he is caught. Hill shedding the tackle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Jeremy Chin picks it off. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that. Ended like it did. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is taken at the 23. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Drop, 17. On the ball.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down,
Yellow,
Carolina.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Blaster, 6. Blue striker. Few, yellow. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Out of the gun on 3rd. Get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the final tally. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He can't get him down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, here's Tua. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Tua. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Tua to throw again. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Ready?
Young now. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Yellow. 43 rail. Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check right. Ready.
Young on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
12, 10. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Come on.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Ready. Blaster, 6. Blue striker. Set.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They go play action. Young rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Sanders. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Trouble, 38.
Young off the play fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And just like that, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
A-Chain now up the middle. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 22 meters. Shot.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes 2nd down. Young to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
43 rail. Yellow. Cut.
Now Young. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Ready.
Here it is, 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Throwing Tua. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain, and they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Watch out, man. 50.
They start on the ground here, and Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
12, 10.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the set. Fight 60. Check pin. Blue check. 10 cycle. Striker.
Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can fight... He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Right back to Sanders on first down. And gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield better. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Panthers, their good start continues as they get their